Welcome to Satisfactory Update 8. My name is Tom, and this is episode number 8. In today's episode, guys, we are going to be working towards the Mark IV conveyor belts so that we can upgrade our steel factory to produce more steel beams. And I got Enya in here, Enya, I believe that's how you pronounce it, in the game here. It's going to be helping me out today. Enya, did you want to say hello? Anya? Anya? So yeah, we have a to-do list on the right. We need to gather 100 computers, and we need to automate heavy modular frames to unlock the milestone for the Mark IV. And Anya is gonna help me with this milestone. I think he's collecting some components and materials. But welcome to the live stream, everybody. Guros, Necro, Ian. Hey guys, how you doing? So Anya, how are you doing with collecting all your materials? Oh, iron plates. Well, so ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the coal factory here before I actually start heading up to the main factory here. So as you can see, all of the coal generators are working. It's a beautiful thing to behold. And we are getting, was it 2,500 megawatts here? 2,400? Or no, 2,250. And then we have a max con of 2,124.7. So yeah, we're just barely enough power to support the factory if it ran at 100%. Marietta says you need to listen on Discord to hear him. Really? I tested this out with you, and it was working on live stream. Let me take a look here on my live stream settings here, because it was working. That's interesting. I'm gonna click on this real quickly here, guys. 1 second. Hey, Ian. Anya, try saying something now.
Greetings and salutations.
I have the Discord microphone all set up on the OBS. I don't know Oh, we hear him. Okay, excellent. Okay, problem solved. Thank you. Thank you, Guros. Guros, I appreciate it. So Anya, introduce yourself again. They weren't, unfortunately, they weren't able to hear you.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the one day this can be you, probably.
Yes. So, there is a Discord channel, guys. It's in the description, so you can feel free to join in and join the chat if you like. It doesn't bother me. I think Marietta is in the chat here. She may speak up. She's not in the actual game. Only Anya is. Anya.
Yeah.
Anya. And yes. So I'm gonna go grab the 50 computers. We have 50 already in the milestone.
Let's see.
Necro, that's not acceptable. There is no trips with family. All it is satisfactory.
Yeah. As I told him, I've been playing it since I can't remember if it was completely from the beginning or somewhere around update 3. Back when coal plants didn't actually need water.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. We didn't even have elevators.
Oh my.
Or, we had to do these complicated, DNA-looking strands of belts and supports. So you see, like,
Yeah.
and it was mathematically worked out. Like, people figured out the optimum distance between the two ports. So you just had this super long, rotating, DNA-looking strand, and be like, okay, how many do you need? 4 things going up 5 levels. It's like, holy shit.
When you say no elevator, like the space elevator, or
No, the lifts.
The lifts.
oh, the conveyor
vertical
lifts.
For the
Really?
conveyor lifts.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a time when those did not exist.
That's crazy. How did you even manage?
Oh, you did. That was part of the fun, though. It's like, oh, how do I get this? It's like, I got a factory that's like, that's 10 high. I need resources up there. How do I get resources from ground level to the top level? It's like a lot of belts. Oh, yeah. Imagine there was a time when we didn't have like wall hangings and stuff too. It was like, oh.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it made the game challenging, but there's a lot of that stuff was quality of life improvements, which really did help out the game. It made it, I think, had a better, broader appeal. You lost a little bit of the challenge of doing all that fun stuff, but it was tedious work to set those things up. And so you got rid of the tedious work and it really made it more about how can I really get all this stuff together. So you ended up with, what is it? Is it the 1 block challenge or something like that? Putting like an entire factory in one like 5x5 block.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's like, so the game opens yourself up to those kinds of personal challenges. All right. Yeah, steel is going to be a thing.
It is, yeah. That's why you need to get to the Mark IV belts as quick as possible. I'm actually upgrading Marietta's conveyor belts of screws so that to Mark III, so that we can automate these computers a bit quicker. Here we go.
So likewise, I do have a lot of experience with the game, but I'm trying my best not to spoil it for him because I know it's a lot of fun playing the game and discovering things. So.
Oh, for sure. And I promise you, if you do spoil anything, you'll never be allowed in this game ever again. I'm joking.
No. So you call these things the sugar cubes. I'm like, they're interesting, but
you don't use them.
You're
or?
You're added. No, I don't.
Okay.
So, but that's fine. I mean, that's part of the fun is figuring out what makes it work for you.
For sure. So you use a bunch of conveyor belts to transport your stuff around, or is there some other hidden technologies in the future that make that easier?
Well, yeah, sometimes you can, like, if you look at the hub, you can look at the future ones, and it'll tell you what technologies are available in the future. You know, so let's see here.
Gotcha.
Can't remember how far advancements. Milestones. Yeah, like the tier 7 and 8 are blocked from view right now because they're not unlocked. But you can look at tier 5 and tier 6 and be like, oh, look, pipe engineering, Mark II pipes. Ooh, monorail train technology. Oh yeah, jetpacks. Oh yeah.
Okay. I did see
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Gas mask. What do I need gas mask for? Okay.
Well, there is that
Yeah, I know.
nuclear node over there that I keep getting hit by.
Yeah, those were. Oh, that well, they introduced those and it was like, ah, man. And it is amazing how much. First, the map is actually really big. You know, so there's a lot of fun exploring, and you can go to a lot of places you think you can't necessarily get to. At the same time, some things are actually much further away than you think they are.
Okay.
So you're going up there, it's like, oh yeah, I can just build like 10 a 10 ramp and be good. And you get up there and you're like, holy crap, it's a lot further than that. All right, I think I'm just missing plates. Where it's I'm playing too much Minecraft. I'm hitting my Minecraft buttons. I just need normal plates. Normal plates. Where are they hiding?
Here, you're pretty
Oh,
close.
I got a source belt. All the source belt back.
Yeah, they're all the way over here. All the basic components.
Ah, found them. All right. Yeah, steel's gonna be interesting. So. All right, so where are we building this thing?
So the modular frames, what do you think about, I see you. What do you think about adding it to this mall over here? Or do you want to build it somewhere else? I mean, you're the experienced player here.
But it's your game, so where do you want to build it?
You know what? Let's just, we can place it here.
I can't remember the recipes. Let's see. That's we made in a similar. It's been a little while since I had it actually.
Wait, do you have access to the blueprints that I made?
I need rotors still. I need rotors still.
Yeah, I think we're out of those.
Oh, we are. Oh, that's.
And those rotors are going into the engines. So, but if you take a look at the engines, they're almost backed up in the storage container.
Yeah.
So once those back up, yeah. So I need 8 rotors.
Yeah, you're starting to encounter the point of the game, which kind of moves you into the next level. But part of the fun is discovering that the frustration of discovering it. It's like, oh crap, oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. It's one of the things the game does really well. They present the problems to you in a nice manner that you sort of get it figured out, and then you have to go with like, okay, so now I need more of them. It's like, okay, how do I solve that?
Yeah.
Just, like your power plants down there, right? You had to double your power plant size. It's like, okay, these factories, I'm starting to use way more energy now. So it's like, oh, I need more plants.
I need some rotors. I need like 8 rotors.
Yeah, I picked up 4 off the thing. Just wanted to put one. Okay, good. Just need to see the recipes. It's been a while.
Hey, PHMO, how's it going?
Factory. Oh, the alternate bolted frames.
Necro, yes, I have been busy, for sure. But welcome back to the live stream.
Does it really take a manufacturer to make them? Oh.
No, it takes a assembly machine.
Do the heavies? I'm not seeing the recipe.
So I am going to go over to blueprints And I'm going to add this to the to-do list. I don't think you'll be able to see it though. Yeah. So I need 6 rotors. 6 rotors. And then I can plop this down. Oh, we got a bunch over here. No, those are... Yeah, these are rotors. I can grab them here. Sweet. That's good. All right. I'll plop down the blueprint here for you. And then you have the fun task of routing all of the components. What do you think about that?
That'll work.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make that happen. Let's see, where's it? Okay. Go for it.
All right, so where is the this is the input or nope.
Yeah, blueprints were new. Those were introduced, what, 2 updates ago?
Okay. Yeah, that's the input here. So I'm gonna smack this guy down here. Wait, heavy modular frames, don't they take 4 components?
That's what I was looking at. That's going to be a manufacturer thing.
Yeah, that has to be a manufacturer. Wow. Okay. I did not know that. Okay, well.
Oh, I need plastic? Ooh, okay.
Well, I guess we could place it next to where we're automating the computer, or yeah, the computers. What do you think about that?
That works.
Because we have a bunch of the components and materials over here. Oh yeah, that's rough. Okay. So I am going to...
I had a vehicle station.
add that to the to-do list. So I need 50 plastic. Well, that's easy. We have the...
Yeah, plastic's right down there.
Yeah, so I got the plastic there, and then... we actually need heavy modular frames to build this thing. The engine's over here, so that's easy to grab.
Kind of annoying, because that means I should be able to craft it, pocket craft it, but it wasn't showing up in the recipes. On the build recipe. Oh, do we have to make it this side project?
You should... No, you can handcraft the heavy modular frames for sure. All right, and I'm gonna add this to the to-do list. Actually, no, I'll just delete that. Because I need, actually. So I need screws. Okay. A lot of screws.
Okay, so encased I-beams.
Yeah, and you'll find those encased beams near the steel factory. Hey Todd, how's it going, Todd? Welcome to the live stream. We're currently working on heavy modular frames, guys. We're trying to unlock milestone logistic Mark IV so that we can start upgrading our steel factory. We're producing enough steel ingots, but we don't have...
we should just pocket craft those. Only 50 of them.
What's that? Sure,
The
yeah.
frames.
Yes, I think so too. I would agree.
Because without more steel, it's pointless to automate.
Okay, well, let's just craft those then. Between you and I crafting, I think we can get them.
Yeah. It's like, where is everything again? Okay, steel.
Yeah,
like
I
stuff
can
spread out.
imagine how difficult it is to join someone's a game and try to figure out everything.
It is. I usually go with the northern forest these days. It's just I like looking at the scenery.
Yeah, Marietta has started in there as well, but I hear it's pretty challenging.
Yeah, it is for new players. They
Okay.
haven't built in those areas. Once you've done it once, it's like, oh, okay, you know. But it has it's confined in many respects because of all the height changes and stuff. So you can't just build like wide.
You got to go
You
vertical.
have to a little more vertical, but getting you know, organic power is a piece of cake.
Sure. Yeah, you're in the forest, so I hope so.
Yeah, it's like yeah, this is not a problem. Kind of interesting. Like, there's a screw belt feeding someplace without screws, and yet there's screws lined up forever on these other belts. Where are those going? Okay. My problem is it's been a while since I've played in the plains area.
So, do you have a a save going right now, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've got like 2 or 3, but yeah.
Oh wow. So is this the only game you said Minecraft? So play this in Minecraft or?
Minecraft. Well, depends on what we're talking about. Like overall, like my current active games are essentially Satisfactory. So Minecraft is just to set up a Minecraft server for me and my buds. Something I want to do for several years. You know, Minecraft, because of the mods, really, you know, this is what keeps it fresh. I've played way more Factorio than I've played Satisfactory, like in the 2,000 plus hours category. So,
wow, 2,000 hours in Factorio. That's crazy.
That's because its mod community is so good and mature that you can play a lot of mods, and so you get a lot of varied playthrough. Zero Factorio. Let's see here. Just started playing League of Legends a little bit again. I used to play a lot and walked away from it for a bit because it was getting a little toxic.
Ooh, yeah, man.
Same with Apex. I had a lot of fun with Apex for a while, then they made some changes, and it's not as fun for me anymore. Okay, where are they encased in? I-beams.
Those are near the steel factory.
That's what I thought.
Hey, Anko, welcome to the live stream. We're currently trying to craft up 50 heavy modular frames. And I got a total of 19 in my inventory. So Anya and myself are running back and forth trying to craft these up really quickly.
Yeah. Trying is the operative word here.
And yeah, hopefully we can get 50 in the next 2 hours.
All that. Oh god. Yeah, trucks used to be crazy. Like you're driving along and like the small, you know, the small, I call it the 2x2 vehicle, but it's like the first actual vehicle you got. We didn't have dune buggies for a long time either. But that small truck that just, you can't control it worth crap. And you drive along and also be like, I can't stop. And you just watch it go over the cliff into the void. You jump out, you're just like, see ya.
Man, yeah.
So yeah, so there was a lot of fun. You know, it was frustratingly fun. It's like, okay, gotta go make another one now. I guess I am not seeing these encased beams. Where are these encased beams at?
They're over here. I don't know if you can see me on the map.
I can. Oh, okay. I was almost there, it looked like.
Yeah, you were right next to me. I definitely thought you would have seen them. So I got 20 heavy modular frames.
Oh, you're ahead of where I'm at.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Oh, I see it.
So yeah, those are in there.
There we go.
Yep.
Boy.
And so a lot of these steel beams are going into automating those as well.
Yeah. Where's you have the crafting? Oh, look at the doggo.
Okay, more screws, more screws. And ooh, I can craft up 10 more.
Yeah. We didn't have the space bar back in the day.
Oh, so you had to manually hold it down? Don't tell me.
Yep.
Oh
Some people
my
would have,
goodness.
Some people would put, start the mouse up, and they would actually put like, something on top of the mouse button. To grab
That's awesome. Wow.
And then they figured out, what was it? You could start the crafting and then jump, and it would like the key lock would lock in, and so you could actually do it that way too, or something like that. There was like a hack somebody discovered to do it.
Man.
And they find like quality of life. Here's your space bar, people. Thank you.
Okay, what do I need? Okay, I need some steel pipe.
5.
Come on, man. You only got 5. You're the experienced player here.
I need screws. Well, I'm having to find stuff.
I know.
In my own factory, they're all within like a 20 by 20 space.
Yeah. Well, man, maybe in the next playthrough, I can do a better job of
That's one of its best replayability factors, actually, is that once you're experienced with it a bit, you're like, okay, that factory didn't quite work, but then you also understand what the late game looks like.
Yeah.
So then you can start building your factory to plan for that.
Yes, the planning, yeah, because I don't see the future, so
Yeah, it's like I said, you're on the edge of it. That's where you're at. You're like, I'm just about to figure this out. To be like, oh, okay.
Yep. And I had to delete a bunch of the basic components. I mean that's was
normal.
Okay, good.
Refine. You put a spaghetti thing together to sort of like, okay, what parts and components do I need to put together? All right, how fast does it really work? And then it's like, okay, tear down, rebuild, efficiency. It's all part of it.
How many heavy modular frames do you have now?
I have 5. I just picked up screws.
Okay, I got 43.
Oh yeah, you've got what you need then.
So we're good. I'm gonna hook this up. Yep, I'm gonna put this into the hub, and then I'll grab, or you could grab the rest of the computers, and then we'll be able to unlock the Logistics Mark IV belt.
Well, let me build. Oh. Well, that's different. I wonder if you'd lock that up. Oh. I don't think I've ever actually seen that happen before. I can't use the workbench inside the hub.
Why is that?
But it's kind of, I don't know. I wonder if it's in a mid-build point. That's fascinating.
Did you did you select the recipe?
I did.
Huh.
Maybe I need to just switch. Maybe it's just a bug. I need to switch off. Oh yeah, that fixed it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the rest of the computers here. Hopefully, we should have enough.
It's like you're halfway there, and I'm looking at the map. Where are the computers? It's like, oh yeah, it's that building way over there.
Well, good. Well, maybe with your expertise, you can make things more closer for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're about to unlock this milestone here. I'll have you do the honors and hit the big red button. Congratulations, Anya.
push the button.
Excellent.
Goodbye, everybody.
Milestone reached. The fuel generator will match
graphics in this
power
game, by the way, are
generation to the increased
fantastic.
consumption of recently acquired
What that feel like the
technologies
first time
and
you put down the
buildings.
space elevator? It's like,
Additionally, improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed. Caterium
it's
scanning
big.
unlocked.
I mean, you hear the actual like thud when it hits the ground, kind of thing. It's like, holy crap!
Sweet. Yeah. Guys, we can look conveyor belt Mark IV, and wow, that's all it takes is the encased industrial beams.
Yeah, except that's you'll find out that's kind of expensive at the early stages, right? Because you don't your production levels. It's like,
Yes, for sure. Well, man, I'm ready to upgrade the belts. So the belt for the screws need to be upgraded to a Mark IV, and then I'm gonna begin upgrading the belts for the steel factory.
oh, that was a terrible alignment. Control, come on. Oh, I didn't control that one. Right? Put some space in here, because things.
All right, so I'm going to place a ladder up here. So under, what's this, architecture? Yeah, there they are. All right, so the issue here is that, what's going on here? So these are producing the steel ingots. And then these are... Okay, so... we're not getting enough steel or iron ingots in here. Okay, so I had to overclock these. Uh-oh. Oh, iron ore. So not getting enough iron ore over here. The iron ore belt needs to be upgraded to a Mark II. Nope, Mark III. Okay, that's going up here. So this needs to be upgraded. Okay. So that's a full belt, and then that should feed in all of the... Yeah, this looks good. Anya, where are you?
I'm putting in the factory.
What factory?
The modular frame. You want the modular frame set up, right?
Yeah,
Or I
sweet.
can join you. It doesn't matter either way.
No. You can work on that. Sounds good to me. Okay. So I am gonna place a power shard in here. UK Draxion and Joe Avanar, welcome to the live stream, guys.
I'm so used to having a jetpack.
Yeah.
Jump.
Well, maybe that's the next thing we can work on is that jetpack.
Modular frames.
So yes, I'm gonna upgrade the conveyor belt to a Mark IV. And then that's gonna push these iron ingots through a bit quicker. So guys, we just unlocked the Mark IV conveyor belt. And I'm currently upgrading the Steel Factory conveyor belts. How much does a Mark IV belt push? Let's see.
320?
480.
No, 480. Sorry, yeah.
Yep, 480.
Which is a lot.
It is a lot, yes. And so, yeah, we need to... Wow, they're super fast.
Yeah.
Is
It's a big deal when you get one of those. It's like, holy crap.
It is. So, Anya, I'm overclocking the iron alloy factory. And I'm producing iron ingots to feed the solid steel ingots. So I think the next step here, guys, is to upgrade the outputs here for the steel ingots to a Mark IV. So that will go Mark IV, Mark IV, okay. Yeah, these things are so cool. Okay, how does that look?
Yeah, they are pretty.
Okay, these are steel pipes, so we don't need to worry about those. Steel pipes. And then the steel beams. Ah, yes. And yeah, these are all overclocked. Okay. So those are producing 37.5 per minute. Yeah, we got a full belt of the steel ingots on a Mark IV. And the Mark IV is not good enough to supply all these constructors that are overclocked, of course. I wonder if I can branch.
This is my inner, lawyer going, yep, he's learning that problem.
I think I found the solution here, though. I can route the conveyor belt between the merger and splitter halfway through. I think that's going the right... Nope, that's wrong direction. Wow. Yeah. See, now, if I understood this, maybe I would have built the factory a bit differently here. Thank you, Necro. Yeah, these belts are really sweet. I like the design of them, too. They got bigger bumpers. Ian says, wait for a backlog to empty. Okay.
That is something that you discover. You get the belt going faster, and all of a sudden it's like your production lines, increase in speed, and suddenly all the backlog you have behind it suddenly empties out. Now you're like, oh, maybe I wasn't producing enough. Right, solve that problem now.
Yep.
What it is, it's a never-ending game of problem solving.
Man, it is. That's why we love this game, though.
Yep.
It's problem solving. I mean, look how fast this is. This is 480 steel ingots per minute just flying by here. This is awesome.
So an interesting trick to try also is look at the input rate on your machines, right?
Okay.
So I can't read it from the stream there, but what was the input rate? It's like per minute, the input rate on the constructors.
The 150 per minutes for the steel ingot.
Right. So putting out like a Mark IV belt, feeding that particular machine doesn't do you any good, right? Because it can only consume 150 per minute.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
So if you need to conserve resources in the early part of doing these switchovers,
okay,
don't waste your precious steel on doing a Mark IV belt in a machine that can only take a Mark
like
III.
a Mark 1 or 2 or 3. Got it. Okay, because I know a lot of viewers here were saying, Tom, you only need to use a Mark 1 for the input.
Later on, you don't care because you got plenty of resources. You're like, fuck, just throw it in there. But when you're making the transitions, it's like remember when you first got reinforced plates and how precious they were because of how long it was taking to make a quantity of them?
Yep.
It's like, so do you upgrade every tier 2 belt? It's like, no.
So I'm actually getting a backlog of steel beams and the constructors. So now I'm switching the conveyor belts to a the conveyor lifts to a Mark IV. And I still can't get those out. So it's 37.5 per minute. So I'm going to upgrade these.
Yeah, well, the output, don't forget though, the output at 30 means anything above a Mark 1 belt's wasted.
That's a good point. Okay, but hey, we can use the faster.
Yeah, it's like no matter what you do, that machine cannot output fast enough to actually fill that belt on its own. Now you get a bunch of them together, like you get 30 of them together and wrangle about 10 of them, feeding into one output line. Suddenly your output line's like, oh yeah, I'm a Mark III belt for the output line after I merge everything else together.
Mm-hmm.
So, math.
Yeah.
Never want to know why I needed math, people. This is why.
Well, I just tie everything up, I know people are...
There.
Yep, I just kind of look at it and be like, okay, it's working, it's fine. I know some people love to do everything perfectly when it comes to math, but Anya, are you one of those players? Every ratio must be perfect.
My profession, I actually do accounting, so I have to sort of be precise in math.
Okay.
It's sort of a vocational necessity. Engineers, same thing with engineers. Like, if you don't put decimal points in the right place, your road's off by 5 feet, kind of deal.
Yeah, that sounds pretty problematic.
It's like, hey, these 2 tunnels were supposed to join here. Somebody didn't carry the one. Shit.
Yeah,
Toward Mars. Remember some of the Mars rovers, the stuff that died along the way? It's like, oh, we did it in metric instead of feet.
Okay, well, the output of these steel beams are looking really good. It's much better for sure. Okay.
Yeah, steel is like, as you're discovering here, it's like it's iron and then to sort of the reinforced plate mode, and then steel becomes like your next biggest need, right? Because suddenly steel becomes your new iron.
Okay, so I'm going to downgrade these conveyor lifts. I upgraded them to 4 just to get all of the steel beams out of there.
And you'd be surprised how fast. Even like a Mark II belt will do it, but a Mark I will actually drain them pretty fast if their production's under 60, right? It can do it. Yeah. Problem is, I am not where I need to be.
Yanko, do you have to get an invite to multiplayer or anyone, the friends? Yeah, Yanko. There's a link in the description to the Discord. If you join the Discord and then you just say, hey, Thomas, I'm interested in playing on a live stream, let me know, and I can make that work out for you.
It's kind of experiment.
Yes, this is all experiment, guys. So.
Oh yeah, steel's coming in much better now.
All right, so.
Hey. The beam's going someplace?
So yeah, the beams are going to the mall, but.
Oh, they're not. No. Steel beams? Oh, sorry, encased beams, I should say. They're not going anywhere.
No, they're not.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to route those over to the heavy modular frames.
I know. I'm like, where's the heavy modular?
Have fun with that.
I almost have to like place a marker to know where these things are at.
Actually, I don't think I should be overclocking these because I'm already getting a full belt. So yeah, this is not a good idea. So I'm gonna take these power shards out of here. Ah, yes, okay.
Over there. Okay.
It is, yeah. Sorry, man.
That's all right. I just didn't know. It's like, what direction am I going? It's like, okay, there it is.
Okay, well, this is the best we're gonna get with the steel beams, unfortunately. So.
Well, it's the best you can do for now.
For now, yes. Yeah. I could change the steel pipes to steel beams, but all of the constructors that are automating steel beams, they are getting emptied out. So they're running at 100% besides the last like 2 because they're not getting enough steel ingots, and that's just because we don't have a belt fast enough to get those all the way down. So to me, we should probably remove some of these power shards to save on power. Oh, what the hell, man? You scared me. I turned around and there you were.
I was like, I was in the neighborhood, figuring out where the encased beams are. It's like, okay, now I know where I need to route them.
Yeah, so they're like right over there.
My setup is here. Looks like you have about the same number of producers that I usually have for the steel ingots. You could probably actually make a few more. Oh, you did get the alternate steel ingot line. That's awesome. I love that recipe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we found a lot of hard drives and yep.
Man, you get one of the screw ones early on. It's like, it's kind of like you want that first recipe to be the iron ingots to screw steel or to steel or to screws right away, because it's like, oh god, I can make more screws right away. Thank you. Can take rods out of the picture.
Hey Todd, yeah, I thought about splitting the conveyor belts, but that would mean having to rebuild the steel factory, because from the merger to the splitter, that connection is not right. So
yeah, you're making it's your situation. That's feeding off the pure node over there, right?
Yeah, it is. The coal.
You have the Mark 1 or the Mark 2 on it?
I would imagine Mark 2.
It is Mark 2, so should be 240. All right, so that'll feed a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
So you could probably add a few more steel ingot producers, right, to the mix. And actually generate more steel ingots to get produced into the things. I do typically separate the steel pipe and steel beans into 2 separate production lines.
Ah, okay.
So I think they produce at different rates, as I recall. Like in their consumption of how much steel they need to make them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You would know more than me. Okay, well, that's gonna be good for the steel beams for now. I guess what do we want to? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's about routing at this point. So we need to route encased I-beams, modular frames, and steel pipes. So we got steel pipes kind of going in that direction already. Right now I'm trying to figure out why this wasn't set up with the things, but it's time to change it, I guess. Oh, they're here. Okay, so we just got to get a lead point in this mix.
Okay, while you work with that, I will take a look at the hub and see what we can work on next.
Oh yeah.
Any preference?
Yeah. Well, you'll find jetpacks useful, but I can't remember what else is in there that you need.
Oh, okay, well, I'll take a look here.
I mean, jetpacks give you something to use all that fuel on.
Okay, well, let's take a look here at the hub, guys. And what do we have here? Well, we have the gas mask. And what else? Tier 6? Yeah, there's a jetpack. We could definitely unlock the jetpack. We have the monorail train technology. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Trains are a lot of fun.
Oh, man. And then we have the pipeline Mark II. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I mean, that could have helped out in the coal factory, guys. Wow. Guys, what do you want to do? Should we do the jetpacks?
Yeah. What do they say? Trains. You want to do trains? Yeah, we're working on the heavy modular frames.
Ian says, I don't have the steel production for trains. Okay, Ian. Joe Helen said, choo choo. Okay. Hey, Joe, how are those pickles working out for you? Go for the jetpack, says Ian. Jetpack first, says Gyros. Todd says jet trains. Yanko says trains. Yanko says train jets. Gas Mask says Pontosaurus. Well, it seems like the jetpack is the next thing to work on, guys.
Excellent.
So, yeah, let's work. I'm going to queue up the jetpack here. And then I'm going to load all of the components in here. And, oh, wow, we need some, what is this? Package fuel. Okay. Okay, so I need to grab some rubber.
Now, should you?
Yes.
Did you make that 2 episodes ago?
We sure did, and wow.
That spaghetti thing you guys did.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun to watch.
I think Ian was like spamming the chat because I couldn't figure something out, like something really basic. It was pretty funny. Was that Ian? Ian's one of those guys who just can't watch a noob make too many mistakes.
It's part of the fun. That's why we watch them. That's why it's like, oh look, it's a new. But that's what got me into the mix. I was like, oh look, somebody's trying out Satisfactory again. It's always fun to watch people, go through the process we all went through. Although you get to experience it slightly differently because of all the quality of life stuff that's been added since the game first came out. So it's like, oh okay.
Yeah, which I definitely appreciate. Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to play Factorio. That seems pretty complicated, man.
Yeah, so Factorio came out before Satisfactory and before Dyson Sphere. I actually do have Dyson Sphere. I've only played it for like 5 hours. It's part of it's like sort of relearning everything. It's like, okay, same stuff as before, but it the world on the, like for me the graphics, it's like the worlds feel very small, you know. And it's probably by design, but it's like, why am I seeing a curvature on the Earth kind of thing? When it's like, is everything that huge in scale? You know. So,
Yeah, that never bothered me. I understand why they had to go smaller, but
yeah, it's like because their theme basically is go explore other worlds, right? So in a lot of ways, it's what we experience on everything else. It's just they're like, oh, instead of taking a train to the other side of the map, you're just going to take a starship to another planet, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Wow. I have to go back to the very ugly oil factory that we made a couple episodes ago to pick up some of the fuel and the rubber.
And smiling inwards because I almost said something I shouldn't have said. I was like, nope, you're going to find it out.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm in the Explorer, so... Uh-oh. I only have 7 fuel left in this guy. Okay.
7 fuel, you say?
Package fuel.
Yep. I was like, where are you going? I'm going to the gas station.
Yep, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to the gas station. And, sweet.
It's a long routing. Woo!
Yep. How do you usually route all your belts? I'm kind of curious.
Not much dissimilar to what you're doing here, but like you did a truck, right, to go from the oil field back to here.
I did,
actually
yeah.
do that with belts.
Wow. So that must take a while.
But when I was doing it, right, the vehicles were not very reliable. They've improved those dramatically, so that's an aspect of the game that I have not used very much.
I see.
And plus, some of the areas I build in now, the resources are actually much closer together, so you don't have to belt them as far. But yeah, I do a lot of long belt stuff in many cases. But there are certain stuff you got to do trains and stuff. That's why it's important.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
and your cycle.
Yeah, so trains is going to be the way to move forward.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like you want to move a lot of goods long distance. Yeah, and you can do both liquids and solids, which is great.
Oh, that's very nice.
Used to not be able to do solids before. You had to do the whole packaging thing and put the packaging thing in the train. So
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely different challenges, but as we keep saying, their quality of life upgrades they did. It's like, okay, we're making people do some stuff that they really shouldn't have to do. We'd rather have them, doing the logistics work as opposed to just having to deal with the mundacity of small stuff.
Sure. So yeah, unfortunately I ran out of fuel, so I'm skipping my way over to the oil factory. All right.
That's why you put a couple extra stacks of fuel in the trunk.
Yes.
Gotta get over there. So I'm gonna find a second line back down the backside. The one thing I have not played a lot with yet is the is actually the blueprint stuff. I've just
okay.
not worked with it yet.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, especially if you need to go vertical. Okay, I'm gonna grab the packaged fuel. I only need 50 of those for the jetpack. I guess I'll just grab them out of here.
I like how it's blinking because it's out of fuel on the map at the top.
Oh, yeah, got it. Not anymore. It has fuel.
Yeah, and there's still a couple of bad places on the map for vehicles yet too.
Hmm. Okay, and I almost have all of the rubber. Wait for this to back up a bit here. Ian says, grab as much as you can carry. Okay, Ian. Yeah, sure. Yanko, rubber. Yeah, that's what I'm collecting.
Yep.
The old forgotten oil factory, Panosaurus. Yeah, what a mess. Yeah, what a disaster. I definitely need to dedicate an episode to redesigning this thing now that I understand how it works. Avanar says, can you squeeze a smart splitter before the rubber storage? I don't even think I have the parts for that.
Ribs.
I understand what you're thinking here, because you want to backlog in the storage and then also route it into the sink. Is that the purpose? Or a normal splitter?
Typically you want to keep production lines flowing, kind of thing. So usually I have like producer, smart splitter, storage bin, and then next producer kind of thing. And then the smart splitter is set to overflow. So any of the overflow production then goes to a sink.
And I would place that before the storage container?
Yeah, because you want the storage container to fill up, and then once the storage container is filled up, then
okay.
Everything's overflow, right?
Got it. Okay, so I can build a smart splitter here. Okay.
Something I really like is I hope they make it sometime, but I would love to see a small buffer box that's the size of the splitter that holds maybe 5 stacks of items or something, instead of because you always have to put these larger cargo things in there. It's like, can I just give me something a little smaller but gives me a little buffer?
Okay, yeah. You're talking about you said the storage container. You're looking for something a bit smaller.
Yeah, about half that size.
What I don't understand is why they haven't added the functionality to limit your storage.
That's another good point, which is why I want a smaller one, right? It's like I don't need this for this. I just need I need just 5 stacks of buffering, Okay, yeah. Yeah, I am so used to my own factory where everything has just been, like I said, a 20 by 20 grid for all the core components. Let's see.
Okay, guys, the smart splitter is down, and I have set it to overflow and then outputting to the left. So I think this is good. What do you guys think, Yanko, Todd, Panosaurus? I think this is correct.
Those.
Avanar says, yep. Okay, excellent. Looks good. Yes, it's always nice to have another user or another viewer in the game with a microphone to explain things over reading something. So I really do appreciate that.
It's nice automating even basic stuff, even if it's like the computers I believe are only making like 2 to 4 a minute, something like that. Like it's a very low output rate per minute, but because you spend so much time doing other stuff everywhere else, by the time you get back, it's like, oh look, it's 2 stacks of 100.
Yep. Agreed. All right.
So even getting a small production scale going of something of your basic resources is really helpful.
Oh crap.
Something I learned this year that I wasn't paying attention to before: the biomass burners on the back of the hub actually have a smaller output than the burners that you build.
Wait, sorry, I was distracted. What was that again?
Yeah, the biomass burners on the back of the hub produce 20 megawatts each, whereas the ones you build makes 35, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
And
So
I'm like,
that's
the second I discovered that, I stopped using the back burners. I was like, okay, you guys get me started, then shut them down.
yeah.
It's like, why am I throwing that mass into those burners and getting 15 megawatts less?
Yeah, good thing you caught that, man.
Like, of course, your first goal is just must get to coal power as rapidly as possible.
Avanar, yeah, you just can join the Discord voice chat for sure.
I need ribs. Where are the ribs? Or rips, I should say.
Yeah, Todd says I can't park there. Yeah, definitely, Todd. Yeah, I can't park there for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of the map you haven't seen yet, which is just gorgeous.
What are you talking about? I've been, oh crap, I've been everywhere. No, not really, but a lot of places.
It's an Avanar in the house.
Well, maybe in the next live stream we'll have someone who is an experienced explorer and can take me around the map.
There you go. Yeah, there's some really... And you're hitting at the right time too, because they've done a lot of graphical refreshes in two of the major areas, and oh, they're just... I mean, I kind of liked the deserty look one area had, the canyon, but the way it looks now is just phenomenal too. I liked that Tatooine feel it had before.
Oh yeah, sure.
But now it's like, oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Joe says, wait until you see under the cliffs. Okay.
Which cliffs?
Yeah, Joe. What cliffs? There's a lot of cliffs.
There's several.
Yanko's waiting for the Sam ore in 1.0. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did watch that video they released the other day.
Been a mystery thing. Like,
yeah.
What are we going to do with Sam ore? It's like been the last holdout.
Or the
Oh,
Mercer spheres and yeah.
Yeah. Those are all part of the storylines. They've been telling us like there's going to be a storyline, and it's like, okay. Well, we got you. For those who haven't been playing it for the experimental the whole time too, it's been a pretty stable game ever since they came out with it. Really, they do a good job of, like, if you're on the experimental, expect some problems, but once they put it out on the normal level, it's pretty good. And even the multiplayer, when they first introduced it, was fairly stable. A few graphical glitches, stuff, of course, because it was new, but even now the multiplayer is stable. Factorial, by the way, could do up to, like, was it 500 people they got on a server once?
Holy crap. That's
they
crazy.
They did a stress test on it, and it was like, holy crap. It's like they did 200, and then they did some changes to the system, and they got like 500 people on one. It was like, oh damn,
wow,
that's a lot of people. The mind just goes crazy thinking about how many people that is. And like, everybody goes to a patch right on the ground of ore, and everybody starts hand mining it. It's like, it's just gone. It's like, okay.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I guess when you do put that many people to work, it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do with that many people building stuff? That just sounds crazy.
Yeah. And it is a problem too if you get too many people, because of the early resource ramp up. It's like everybody's stealing the iron, and it's like, guys, we need the iron to make other things. Stop taking it all.
I would just go around dismantling the factory that they built. So I'm gonna launch the jetpack. We're ready to. It's all unlocked. So
I will watch it from here. Oh, actually, I'm right next to you. Trying to grab the ribs. Oh,
R&D
gotta build that
inflated
thing.
your pocket dimension and has provided a jetpack, which operates on oil-based fuel for
I'm just
increased
listening to
navigational
Ada right now.
capabilities as well as odds of survival.
Oh, damn. Need circuit boards and rubber.
Oh, I got some rubber here. Oh, I got plenty of rubber. Yeah, let's get some jetpacks. Do the jetpacks take just the regular package fuel?
Yeah, package fuel.
Okay, you said jet fuel. I didn't know if that was something different.
All right, I just think of it as jet fuel. It's pretty much the only. You use it in that in vehicles. You know, it's all vehicle.
Where is this thing? Oh, jetpack. Here it is. Oh my goodness, dude, this thing looks sweet.
Yep.
What? Okay, I'll give you some rubber here. So I'll drop some on the ground for you. Here you are. So you only need 10 of those, and then you need some plastic. I think I have plastic here.
I got plastic.
You got plastic? Okay.
I have plastic. I have the motors. I need to get the circuit board. I still need 25 rubber.
Oh, I thought it was only 10 rubber. Let me give you some more.
50, yeah, 50 rubber total.
Okay, here you go.
Doesn't matter because I need fuel too. Let's see. Where were circuit boards? Circuit boards were someplace.
The circuit boards are over here, so we could just cut the line off, or the conveyor belts off from the computers.
Say
so that
here,
they
and
back
I'm like, okay, where is here? There it is.
Here we go. Oh wow, there's 200 circuit boards. Oh, I'll take them all.
Yeah.
And I'll split those. And how many did we need of those circuit boards?
Just 15, I think it was.
Okay, well here's, where are you?
I can meet you back at the hub.
Okay, I'll meet you back there. And I need to grab some plastic real quick. Oh my goodness. Dude, I want the jetpack. I hope this thing is...
Yeah, it's cool.
I hope it's cool. Yeah, well, guys, definitely I'll be making more jetpacks for anyone who wants to play. I do have some boxes set up over here. So we'll make sure to craft a few of those up and stick them in here. Or I may consider you working a bit harder and crafting your own. Here you go. There's 50 circuit boards.
Did you bring back extra fuel too?
I have 91 fuel, so I can split those in half, and at least that can get us started with flying.
I usually carry around 3 stacks when I've got the jetpack.
Okay. Well, hey, maybe we can fly over there together.
Ooh, a race to the oil.
Yep. Well, I'm sure you'll be. Oh my goodness, I'm crafting a jetpack, guys. Oh, wow. Guys, I have a jetpack. Are you gonna pick up your fuel, Anya? Good. And oh wow, I placed it on my back, like this.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes the spot of the parachute. So.
Okay, I could place my parachute back in here. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm going to fly. Well, Anya, do you want to demonstrate how to fly with the jetpack?
Sure.
That's awesome. Wow, that looks awesome. So okay, how do I do this?
Spacebar to jump.
Oh, spacebar. Oh, look at this, guys. And yeah, I'm burning through this fuel. Uh-oh, I'm getting an exclamation mark.
Means you're running out. So if you look in the lower left there, that's your fuel gauge, and as you consume it, it does consume it. It has a certain amount in the tank itself, right? And then when you're not flying, it refuels the tank. You'll see the bar go back up.
Yeah, but how?
Now?
Yep.
Who's this?
This is Avanar.
But
Avanar. Wow. What's
Finally
up?
got my mic working. Oh, not much. So yeah, the when he was complaining about the large storage containers there,
Yeah.
unfortunately, you can't have anything you can't fix it in vanilla stock. There is a mod for it, which has these nice little tiny containers, but it's some people don't want to play modded, some people do, so it's an option.
I don't mind modded, but I don't know how stable some of the Factorio mods are yet because the game itself is still experimental.
Yeah, so some of the mods have bugs.
8. Yeah, especially with update 8.
Yeah. Well, the subset I've been running are pretty good.
So
the subset I'm running is pretty good, and there's a few that are missing, which kind of makes me sad that they haven't updated them yet. But the little storage comes in handy.
Yeah. So it's more of an annoyance than it is like debilitating,
Yeah.
But
There's ways around it. Yeah.
Like you could actually create like a longer belt, right, to sort of act as a pseudo
buffer. Yes.
Buffer. So.
I wanted to mention something while you guys were shipping off something up to the drop ship there. Has any of you noticed that if like it happened to me once, I was spamming on the button, like on the mouse button when I was trying to press the big button, and the pointer icon turned into a big fist just that one time and slammed it.
That's not a bug. That's a feature.
Oh, it happens? Like what triggers that? Like I only could do it once.
I can't remember, but it is a feature. It's like it's one of those things.
Oh, that's cool, because I only triggered it once. It's like, what the?
Yeah, that came as a surprise. That was an Easter egg. Sorry, that's what I was
going. Oh yeah, that was a good surprise. It's like, because I was impatient trying to get it to launch.
Yep.
Speaking of the dropship, if you watch it from up top of your hub, there's like a panel on the bottom of the dropship that opens, and then this kind of thing that looks like the lift hood moves over and connects to it. It's really cool. The little details they add.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, it's
a platform.
Yeah, I was sitting at. You could see it. You could see it if it's just stationary. Like you could see the connection, but it actually animates when the thing lifts off and comes back. It's another little cool little detail they added.
All right, guys, I queued up the monorail train technology, and yeah, we need 100 heavy modular frames. So Anya, yeah, we need to automate those.
Yeah, oh yeah, trains are so fun.
And so
I thought we were racing to the oil platform to get more fuel, and it's like I'm halfway there already. It's like
oh, you went over there. You got to tell me when to start.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you come out to the oil platform? We're gonna race back to the hub. Wow, go.
Okay.
So
sorry, you have big spider.
So where you have your oil platform, I have some plastic and rubber production there as well, and I did a big giant belt all the way from there to the spot where you are here, and that took a while to run.
Ah, okay.
I love these new highline.
Just patience.
I love these new high power tension lines that they have now. Like,
oh yeah, I haven't used those yet.
Jesus, oh my god.
I also like
on the ground. It's just like power pull, power pull, power pull, power pull. Now it's like, yay.
Oh, it took me forever to run power.
I almost got run over by the truck.
The other nice thing in update 8 is the priority power switch. You research that in the MAM, and what happens is when things start shutting down because you overloaded everything, you could prioritize which switches shut off first. So like you can start shutting down factories first, but leave your power generation stuff operational. That's a really big quality of life improvement that they did in update 8.
That sounds like something I need to do.
Yeah, but you just have to go around to all your little factories and everything. You put down a switch like if it was on one of the normal power switches, and you label it, and then whenever you go to a switch, any switch on the map, you could actually turn off those switches remotely. So you could be on the other side of the map and turn off a factory on the complete opposite end using those priority switches.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, I could have used those.
I'm slowly switching my stuff over to that.
So were you in the live stream when we automated the oil and stuff?
I believe I was in. Did I miss that one? I think I might have been in that one. The first one, yes, I think I was there. That was last week. I was there.
Uh-oh. Okay, this will not do.
Todd says, Tom, this is how the fuel works for the jetpack. The orange meter drains when you use the pack, and then when you are back on the ground, it will refuel from fuel in your backpack. Oh, okay, so I have to be on the ground for it to regenerate?
Essentially not using it.
Got it.
But yes,
okay.
on the ground. Actually, you can't be in the middle of flight. That's true.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
See, that's what I thought.
It's like if
you
you're
were
falling,
saying.
for example, right?
Controlled
Gotcha. Falling. All right, I'm adding a buffer to this because there was no buffer and the fuel is just getting dumped into the sink, and so now there's no supply of fuel over here.
Ah, smart. I appreciate that.
Like, no.
Oh, these every one of those is another Fix-It employee that didn't make it.
Yeah, and there's drop pods. Didn't know.
Yeah, so it's like what is it, like 100-to-1 at least ratio?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're here because you beat the odds.
You beat the odds. Yeah.
Well, that's
All
what I
the- all
said
the-
when I was exploring for hard drives. I'm like, yeah, these are pioneers that never made it.
Yep.
That's sad.
Well, cruel, exploitive company. What do you expect? That's a theme behind it if you notice it everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, try Subnautica. Ooh.
There are about
Subnautica's
95 drop pods, says Yanko. Dude, I want to try Subnautica too. That looks like a fun game.
It is fun.
Oh, I gotta try that one.
Yeah, it's worth it. And definitely go into that one blind as much as possible because there's a lot of fun in the discovery.
Yeah, I haven't played that game. I've read about it, but man, it has really good reviews on Steam. So
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It's a very beautiful game. It'll feel like Satisfactory, honestly, because I think they're using a similar engine for a lot of the graphics and stuff. But it's all underwater, basically, and it's just gorgeous underwater.
Oh,
It's like
try that.
it's one of the best swimming games I've ever seen.
Okay, another game on my list.
It's also fun to watch people. It's another one that people love to watch because they're like, it's a newbie. Wait till he sees that. Wait till he encounters this thing. And it's like,
Oh yeah. I love watching all the play from scratch videos on this game. Although it's
There we go. Now we're
so
building a
funny
buffer.
watching people not realize that you could actually hold down the
yeah, spacebar because they didn't read the thing.
or even just the mouse. Like
Yeah.
they press it and they let it go.
That's it.
Like,
Yeah,
what
that's
for?
like, that was fun watching Tom figure that one out. Why is it? I hit it. Why is it not building it?
Yeah.
Now you gotta press and hold the button.
Well, most clue in, but then I some of them was like they're like episode 5 and they still don't know they could do it. It's like
Oh.
no one told them in their comments. It's like, well, I didn't realize a while that you could lock it. Like I was actually just holding down the spacebar. I didn't know that it's a toggle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm guilty of little things like that too. It's like, whoops. Oh yeah, the belts. Like I mentioned in a comment last live stream, it's like I just use Mark V belts for everything because
oh yeah, that's
I got,
right.
once you get aluminum going, then you got just so much of it that it's like 5.
I was
I
trying
even
not to
took a-
mention aluminum. He hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid any major spoilers, but a couple of basic things. Yeah,
It
aluminum,
comes. You'll figure it out quick.
you'll
It's like
figure it out. Yeah,
it's like iron and steel. You know, it's just like, oh, here's the next thing.
it's a little more complicated than
It's a little more complicated than that. It's a lot of fun to figure that out.
Yes, yeah, it was.
Oh, cool. So you can actually pick preferred fuel for your jetpack here. So like solid biofuel, packaged liquid biofuel. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They put the turbo fuel in the MAM. So
Turbo fuels.
Turbo fuel. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. All right.
Most people don't like waste, spending the time on it and just kind of rush to nuclear faster, but I just wanted to build a nice big turbo fuel plant. It was a lot of fun.
We haven't gotten there yet.
He knows about it. Just telling him it's going to be fun.
All right. Do we have all the fuel we need? I think so.
Not as much as I would like, but
What do you? How much are you
it
looking to
needs
get?
time to build up. Well, like I said, I usually carry around 3 stacks on me.
Okay, so 300.
Oh, I
But-
mentioned it in a comment. You don't need the pumps there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the pumps are only used for head lift. Because anything going horizontally doesn't matter. But go up is where you need the pumps.
They do act as valves.
Yes, they do act as valves better than the valves do.
Really?
Especially when you
That's funny.
unpower them. Yeah. Instead of using a valve, use an unpowered pump, and it works much better. Because a valve, like you set a
Raise the
valve
truck
to,
back.
like you set a valve to, let's say you want 10 cubic meters a minute, and you won't actually get that unless the pipe on the other side is like pretty much full. So it's proportional. So, but you stick a pump with, especially, and even if it's not powered, it'll act like a perfect valve. So it doesn't matter what's on the other side; it'll just let it through.
Got some rubber while
It's a
here.
little quirk that people kind of exploit. But like I was saying with the head lift, it's like most of the things that output fluid will push it up to 10 meters high, give or take. And after that, you put pumps to get either, I think it was 20 or 50, depending on the pump, more head lift to push it up higher.
Ah, okay.
So when you have like stuff like water, for example, you could build like a water tower, pump it up there, and then doesn't matter, as long as all your factories and whatnot are below the water tower, you don't have to worry about pumps anymore.
Why is it backing up? Who's driving this thing?
I know it. It's good thing they have the hologram reset thing, that functionality. That's super nice. Otherwise, that thing would not function.
Race back to the hub, I guess.
I guess so.
Gotta get that
Yeah.
heavy going.
All right,
I haven't played
chat.
with vehicles that much other than trains.
All right, chat. Place your bets on who's going to win. We're going to the hub, right?
Yeah, one of the hub.
Race.
Oh man. Okay.
You may get this because I'm not quite. Like, it's been a little while since I've been down in this area. All right, say when.
Wait, we got to determine the pathway there, or is that we just figure that out?
That's
as
part
we
of the
go?
fun.
Okay,
Part of the
all right,
challenge.
all right.
Yeah,
No,
well, you
all
know
right,
the map.
okay. All right. Well, all right. You ready? On 1, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, you're too good. No.
Well, it's still anyone's race.
I see the technique. I see the technique. All right. Oh no. You're too good. Yeah. Adios. I don't know. I have some shortcuts though. Shorter burst, says Yanko. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I drain it too much.
Have you
How
played
about
this,
that, Yanko?
Have you played this update 7 or not at all? You jumped straight into 8.
I jumped into 8 right away.
Yeah, I started with 7, and the graphics difference between 7 and 8 with the illumination.
Oh, yeah.
Is just phenomenal.
Yeah, Anya is way too good at this. He set me up to fail for sure.
Little spheres. The B spheres, whatever you call them.
The Mercer sphere?
No, the ones that send out those beat things. They got that yoke in the middle. Just pass it there.
Dude, the truck, the unit is almost beating me. That's embarrassing, guys. Wow.
Yeah, it is. It's right on his tail.
Are you at the hub already?
Not technically, because I can't quite remember where the hub is in the base.
Oh, man, I'm so close to the hub. I might beat him. Well, guys, it looks like I won.
Yep, that's because I couldn't remember exactly where the hub is in the base.
The hub is marked with the icon, so there's no excuse.
Get down the icons.
Oh yeah.
But I beat you back to the main base, so I'm happy.
No,
Anyway, back to
you,
work.
you can't change it. You said the hub. No backtracking here.
You got it to the hub. That was the goal. All right, I'm gonna get out here and get this heavy modular frame thing running.
Okay. And
Need a lot more screws coming to it though.
okay, well, let me upgrade the belts for the screws. How about that?
Is the hub from here? It's like I got back to this point, and then I was like, where is the hub in the middle of all this?
So I hope we get more powerful jetpacks. Maybe that comes with fuel, but
Not really. Good
Turbo
question.
fuel might help a bit. I haven't.
It's probably more of a duration thing, I would think. At least I would hope so with the
Turbo fuel.
like so you can last long. You can jump a long ways even with just turbo fuel though.
Yeah.
It's like you haven't seen a place yet where you can do it. But oh my god! Looking at a canyon, it's like, yeah, that's a long ways down. Can I jump over that? Maybe.
wow, that Mark IV launched me pretty far.
Yeah. That's one of the tricks actually. Is
Yeah. Have you unlocked the hypertubes yet?
Yeah, I did. I've worked with those just a
Yeah.
little bit.
yeah. Did you discover that one?
Those are dangerous.
I don't even do those.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
I don't think they're very stable.
I use the
Tubes themselves are stable. We're talking about something very specific, but we want you to discover that.
Yeah, we want you to discover that.
Oh, okay, got it.
Because the funny thing about that is it only takes account vertical damage. So you could fly into a wall really fast and not hurt yourself. But if you're going that speed and you just clip the ground, you're dead. So it's really weird that. But yeah, I've killed myself so many times that way because of an unfinished tube.
That sounds
I forgot I
terrible.
didn't. Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't finish that section, and I just flew out the end of the tube. Was going pretty good, but then I hit like a tree or a plant. It deflected me down at an angle towards the ground, and when I skimmed the ground, dead. But yeah, there's some fun stuff you could do with that.
So what's the last thing?
Although I didn't figure
Modular
out that.
frames.
Yeah, I didn't figure out that without reading it though, because that's a little obscure building
Oh, why?
what we're talking about.
All right, so all of the screws, the belt is upgraded for 480 per minute. But they're being used up for the reinforced iron plates, the rotors. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, balancing everything is just.
This is nuts.
Oh, I've used the online calculators. I've used spreadsheets, and I still sometimes get it wrong.
Sure, yeah.
Especially when you get some of these alternate recipes with like wacky ratios, like 7 to 3. Like seriously, why 7 to 3?
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
It is because it, like, you know, normally like when you're as you're setting it up here, you see like, well, this produces 30, so I need 2 things that do 15, and it's all nice and thing. When you when you do 7 to 3, and then you start trying to balance it out, you got leftovers that you either sink or do something. Yeah, but that's only with certain alternate recipes.
Wow,
Not all alternate recipes are good.
No, so some are just bad. Some are good depending on what you need at the time. Some are just phenomenal that you should always be using. So,
guys, we need so many screws. This is ridiculous.
yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yep.
Holy crap.
I think I have an alt for the plates that I use instead of with the screws. But yeah, screws just when I started, it was just trying to keep up with the screw.
There you go. Compare that to the parachute.
Yeah, I'm thinking about restarting my save with update 8. It's all the slug positions reset and everything, so I'll have more than I should and a few other things. And now I know a lot more than I did, so I can do things better. It'll be fun.
As we were talking about earlier, it's like once you'll experience, it's like the second time you're through, you're like, okay, I built these really small and tight last time, but that was a real pain in the butt.
Yes. I have some, like I said, the aluminum, when I did the aluminum factory, I packed the belt so tight that trying to get in there to fix mistakes was a trick. Like I'm you know, squeezing in between belts and pipes trying to get to this one piece that didn't turn out right, and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna pack it so tight anymore.
Oh god, now I can jetpack around and feel normal. It's like, woohoo!
But like I said, I play with a few mods just to make my life easier. One thing that they said, like in that video that was that they released recently, the Q&A one, they're not going to expand the size of the blueprints, unfortunately, in the stock game.
That's
Like,
they could use an 8x8
Yes. 'Cause I
or
have,
even a 6x6. Yeah.
I have a mod for that gives you various sizes, and yes, it's like starting out, you using the big one would kind of spoil the fun. But once you start getting into the very large factories and stuff, where you don't want to, like, you know, like you spend hours just piecing together all these tiny little puzzle pieces, where it's like, I just want to put down a floor.
Yeah.
You know, the entire floor of an 8x8. Oof, there it is, and then just do the few hookups for that. Because it doesn't, the little one doesn't scale well. I'll tell you that much. It doesn't scale well. I love the smart splitters. Those, when I got those were like, oh, thank you.
Wow, I was blind. That was a snake. It would have bit me.
But when you accidentally do an oops on the smart splitter and pick the wrong output here, there, or whatever, and then you're trying to figure out which of your machines is clogged.
Yep.
And you're putting, you know, you're opening a belt. Oh, come on, let's flush this one out of stuff that's not supposed to be in there.
That is something I wish they could fix as well.
Yeah, I wish it would just go to the output or something like that. Or if it's not what you want, just spit it out the output. Make it an option, a check mark or something. Yeah, wrong thing goes in by accident, spit it out the back. Because the worst is SAM ore. They mentioned the Q&A, that's going to be part of the story eventually in the 1.0 release. But right now, it will clog your smart splitters, it'll clog your machines. Like, smart splitters will not overflow them. So I accidentally put some in a container to be disposed of in a sink, and it just clogged everything up. Shut down half my factory. So yeah, avoid sticking SAM ore into anything.
Okay, noted. Noted.
It'll clog things up. Smart splitters will not like it. But then you'll be like a plumber trying to unclog a toilet. You know, it's like, oh, come on, get out of there.
I am one of those guys. That sounds like fun.
Sorry, pardon me. So, now one of the things that sucks is when you do a wrong recipe feed, and then you look inside the machine, and you can see in the machine's entrance is like the thing you don't need, but you can't grab it.
Yeah, you can, but you have to like position yourself precisely so that you're not selecting the machine and then you're selecting the item. Oh, it's so hard to get them out.
Just to take down the machine and put it back.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Oh, it is. Log up the machine.
Are we gonna go up to the third, all the way up there, Anya? Oh, you're going up here. Okay.
Yeah, those stacks are fun.
The hell was
What the?
what the ever-loving F? Or since sometime in update 7, some of this snapping is very annoying.
Yeah, it tends to snap weird.
I was like, where's modular frames at? Then I look down, I'm like, oh crap. Okay.
Hey, sweet. Good job, man. Doing all the heavy lifting here.
On my first base, I had like a stack of conveyor belts that was like, I think, roughly 18 high. Like it was like a roller coaster. It went all the way up and then slowly split out all the way back down again. It was just crazy, but it was fine.
Yeah, yes, Yanko. I'm definitely the manager. Absolutely.
Base elevator.
Okay. Let's place these guys in here. All right, 6 more computers. So hopefully we have some of those in there.
I love the animation when that thing's first placed, the space elevator.
I know when I placed it, everyone's like, Tom, look up, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
cool.
I was on that stream.
It's cool because it's large.
Yes.
Very large.
I've seen some plays where people have put it in like a one of those crater areas so that it's actually sitting a little lower. So you could actually look at the platform up top a lot easier. But yeah, it's something you don't usually find in games, something that big, you know, in factory games. It's cool.
Ah, okay. Yeah, nothing too big like that in Dyson Sphere program.
Other than the Dyson scale,
Yes.
the rest of the stuff.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Good point.
I didn't mean like, yeah, it's just the scale of it. Like, yeah, Dyson Sphere is bigger, you know, like physically, but just you standing next to the space elevator is like,
Is
that's big.
Yep. All right, you got all the steel pipes here, and then all we need is 100 heavy modular frames.
Those radiation nodes are annoying.
Yeah, we need to get some biosuits or something.
Yeah, the suits. I saw someone play through on a video where they actually, without a suit, find some, like, you know, like the manual stuff, you know, the tap, and put some in their inventory, and they couldn't figure out why they were slowly dying.
No way.
And then they died. And then they went to get their they went to get their container with their stuff, and when they got near it, they started dying again.
That's hilarious.
And eventually they realized to get to it fast and toss out the the chunk of uranium that was sitting there.
That's
yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah,
See ya,
it was,
Yanko.
but-
See ya, Yanko. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sorry, you were saying?
No, it was pretty funny just watching them finally figure out that, oh, I still got a chunk of uranium in my pack. That's what's going on.
Dude,
Yeah, but
Anya, way to go, man. We are officially automating 2 heavy modular frames a minute.
Yeah. It's
Oh, this
slow.
is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, some things. That's one of the things I overclocked, but you got to make sure you got enough input material to handle it.
Okay.
Especially
Well,
screws.
yeah, the
Especially screws.
screws, man.
So yeah, this is a good candidate for overclocking.
Okay, well, I placed one power shard in there. I'll just stick 3 in here and just see how the input of all the materials and
You could
components.
control click the stack in your inventory,
Oh yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
and it'll just plop all 3 in.
Gotcha.
Just control click, and I keep forgetting what it is to split stuff.
Todd says a SAM ore is like a lava lamp. Do not inserts. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the Q&A's mentioned that that's going to be for the story. So I'm
Yeah,
looking
I
forward to
can't
that.
wait for the story.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Even though it's like just like a small little optional thing, you know, it's going to be fun.
For sure. I love stories.
Because the humor so far in the game, it kind of points that the story is going to be interesting and pretty fun to do.
Yes, I would agree. Well, like you guys said, yeah, the screws are the issue, so there's just no way we're going to be able to overclock this. Because 100 screws. Wow.
Yeah, it uses a lot. But when you ramp up the screw production eventually, then you could overclock this. It's like a good candidate for it once you get the enough input material.
Mm-hmm. Did you take all the heavy modular frames? Ah, okay, 5. I got quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah. I built a conveyor belt into my space elevator. So let the game do it for me.
Gotcha.
There's inputs on the other side. They put like 3 of them on there, but it's like you could just sushi train it into it. That works too.
Yep. Yep.
As long as you don't fill up one of them, and then the rest will just sit there. So I put like smart splitters in an awesome sink. That way I just run one belt. So when it finally overflowed, and I went 1 belt, bunch of smart splitters to the 3 inputs, and then a sink, so that I didn't have to worry about it, and just let it fill it up. Let it fill up and watch the counter slowly go in the top right.
Ah, okay.
That's another little trick you could do for like the tiers if you don't want to constantly be the delivery boy.
Usually I do that off screen, so it's a bit different when it comes to making videos and live streaming.
Yeah.
But
too much to do.
Yeah, there's just so much to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Like one thing always leads to another. Like you see here, it's like, oh yeah, we just automated the heavy modular frames, and now we gotta make another screw production plant. And
yeah, that's literally what we have to do next is a screw factory.
More screws. Did you get the alternate for that, or?
You'd have to check. I can't remember.
Yeah, you get the steel screws. I can't remember now.
We have the cast screws, the steel screws. Yeah.
Right.
The steel screws. Yeah, but then we need more steel.
Yeah.
Oh my
goodness.
Always
a trade-off.
Man.
Yeah. Always a trade-off.
It just seems we just...
I believe there's some coal nearby to the southeast of the hub, if I remember correctly, and good spot for... And some iron and coal and kind of close proximity, so you could set up some more steel production. I don't know if you're there yet. You might have set one up over there already.
Yes. I'm just thinking about how I want to do this. The thing is we have all the screws stored up. We just don't have a belt that's fast enough.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it's just a matter of these boxes backing up here.
You could double up on the belt.
Let me take a look at the inventory here of screws. And yeah, maybe I can split it off.
Yeah, as long as the production is not maxed out. Like if the production is maxed out, then yeah, you need more. Like if the production's backing up, like where the machines are not running 100%, making the screws, then you need to get more belts or whatnot, faster belts.
Yeah, they're kind of floating around.
Are they 100 or close to 100? Yeah, you're at 80, 90, so yeah, you could clear them out a little faster. Yeah, that one definitely you could clear out faster.
Yep. I'm kind of curious how much I have stored up here.
Oh no, that's 100%. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong percentage. No, that was 100%. Go back to the production machine. I was looking at the wrong percentage.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's the one with the little bar chart icon beside it. Yeah, so if you look at that machine, like go E on that machine, like one of them, and then you see the 100% there right beside the time, 20 per second, 100%. So this machine is working perfectly. So it's not.
Oh, okay, yeah, got it.
Now,
so 100%.
Yeah, that means it's not, nothing is wrong with it. Like if that's less than 100% or 99 is still okay too. Sometimes you get little hiccups. That means either it's clearing out fast enough or it's not getting enough material. So you want the most efficiency. You want those at 100%. Which you have, which is good. So
gotcha.
That's what that was.
Okay, so
the machines are running fine. So are you syncing anything? Are you syncing the screws if you got too many of them?
No,
you're syncing
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, then it's not a matter of you're using all you can. So
yes, I am.
Look like there's a backup anywhere.
Yep, everything is 100%.
So basically, you just need more. You just need more screws and more machines.
Okay. Oh,
sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, everyone warned me that Tom, you're gonna need more screws, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. More screws.
Yep. Man, do you guys? I don't know, I don't know if you remember in the early episodes, I was automating smart platings and reinforced iron plates, but I would build all of the components with that factory. So it was a lot different than what I'm doing now. I don't know if you guys...
Yeah, I remember that. Well, there's different ways of playing. Like you could have, raw material fed to factories. You could have stuff built closer to the raw materials. There's mega factories, different play styles, whichever's works at the time, because sometimes you change. Like was working at the beginning of the game stops being feasible later on, and you just redo stuff, or you just leave the old stuff where it is and just build a new factory to do it the new way in another area. So yeah, things evolve. I've rebuilt stuff dozens of times. Like I started with the piecemeal on the ground, then on the concrete, then start doing it differently, and then this layout, and then this happens, and this idea.
Okay.
So things evolve. Things always evolve. It's
okay.
like you learn more, your needs change, different things happen. Like right now in my game, I don't need cold power anymore, but I still have it sitting there until I need the space for something. So it's, I would have did the coal plant a little differently, a little better with what I know now, but for now it's just sitting there, just still producing a little power, so it doesn't hurt. But once I need that coal for something else, then I'll knock it down. So things always change.
Okay. Well, what's this? Ooh, a fuel generator.
Yes.
Someone mentioned the fuel generator.
Yeah,
in the last
fuel,
episode.
Burns fuel or turbo fuel.
Gross. Okay, I think Gross mentioned this.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
fuel
that makes
generator.
power. So that's your next evolution of power.
Ah, okay. Yeah, definitely need to go with this. So, quick wire. So I need to make a factory for quick wire and then heavy. We got that going.
Yep.
So I think.
Quick wire's fairly simple to do.
Okay.
Just could be a constructor, just a constructor to make quick wire. Scan for Caterium if you want to see where you could get the Caterium for the quick wire.
Yeah, actually, I think I know. Do I not have it on here?
Yeah, no, it's on the left side, bottomish left, a little more. There it is.
Yeah, it's over here.
Yeah, it's in the southwest near the water. Should be two of them. Is there two of them nearby? Two of them. Let me check.
Here it is. Yep. So I think I need to. That's there. I think screws is the next thing I should focus on.
Yeah, probably.
Is another screw factory, and I can use that blueprint.
Yeah, you've got two Caterium, pure Caterium nodes that you could use later when you solve your screw problem.
Actually, why am I setting this down here? I place down a constructor.
Oh, if you need to find a recipe quick in there, just type it in the search box. You don't have to search for it.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is.
No,
Sweet.
Here, like no, when you're in the like the workbench or the crafting bench.
Yep.
Just type it in the search box up top of that, and it'll just show you that recipe. So you don't have to go up and down searching for it. So like you need so if you put that down and you just go in and up in the search for recipe up at the top left, and just type in whatever you want, and there it is.
Okay, but it doesn't.
So
it doesn't show the alternate recipes.
This is crafting. There's only one.
Oh,
But if you want to see
makes sense.
if you want to see the stuff you want to produce, then use the codex, which is the other search one, which is the O, and then search for screw, and then it'll give you all the alternates. These are all the recipes that you could do by hand. So if you go there and click on that screw there, and there's your alternates for that.
Okay, got it. So that's 20. Man, this one is amazing.
Yeah, but what is it we're building it out of? What's the input? Hover over the 5 there. That one's steel beams. If you go up, what's the alternate one? You hover over the 5 input ingots. What type is that? Is that from aluminum or? On the other side, yeah. Now what's that? Iron. Okay, so that one. That one you could build straight from iron, which is it doesn't do as much, but it's a simpler process.
For sure. Yes, that gives me 20. All right.
5 to 20 ratio, and then you don't have to go through making iron rods, and so it skips the iron rod stage. So it just simplifies things a lot.
I see. Okay. Anya, are you still in here? What happened to you? I think he stepped away.
Am I muted? Oh, I'm muted. That's why. Oh,
You're
damn. Sorry, I was telling you things, and apparently I was muted. No,
Oh,
second
that's
one was
hilarious.
iron. So as he was pointing out with the iron, it's like you don't have to make rods anymore. That's a constructor's out the window.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
Just stick it into the constructor, and
So
that's
instead of taking up space building a bunch of constructors, you could build 3 or 4 more refineries, right? And then you're pumping out 20 per minute or 50 per minute with the alternate recipe 1. But look at alternate recipe 2. This is what I was trying to get you to look at alternate recipe 2, which is the steel production one. Look at that output.
It's
the output on that
amazing,
is
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
260.
Yeah, when
I
you
did see that.
Oh yeah.
So you feed. So then you're able to feed one steel belt, right, to a place, and then you just need one constructor. Like each of these factories over here, you just put one constructor to feed them to make the screws locally, and you feed all 260 into the factory. You know, into those the manufactories or whatever they're called, the big ones.
Ah, okay.
So instead of trying to haul around, you know, like 500 screws, I'm hauling around one batch of steel and then just making this large volume of screws locally.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. When you got the steel going, that's the nice one.
Yeah, that's a good alternate recipe. I mean, the iron one is great to start with. You get rid of those iron rods, and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm using
In my-
for these. Yeah.
which is what allows you to build the smaller factory. You know, a more compact and cleaner factory, in my opinion, as far as the screws go. Plus, 50 per minute as opposed to 40 makes the math work a little better too.
Get close to the door. My generator just kicked on a self-test.
But like one of the problems I'm seeing over here with the steel production at this point, there's like 7 of these, and they're producing, you know, 60 per minute. And the demands here, so that's 70 times 6 is 420, and a couple of these are overclocked and consuming 150 each.
Yes.
You know? So the level of input production from the steel ingots is less than the necessary to fully feed all of these machines.
Keeps expanding from that. And then you get the alternate ingot recipes. And then you're really producing crazy.
I had just recently tried the one for iron. Holy crap. That was like, it didn't look like much on paper, but
Oh no, it produces
the actual effect was like,
it's
wow.
double. It's I think pretty much all of them are double except for maybe one exception. It doubles your ingot production. It's like
I was shocked. I was like,
it is.
wow.
It's hilarious. I started converting everything to use the water recipes.
So can't we overclock some of these guys here then?
Sure.
Sure. As long as you don't blow your fuse.
Because we can output more steel ingots.
Yeah.
And
Well, but then don't forget, you always hit the point. So like, where's your belt? You know, what's your belt situation like? Can your belts take all of that output? And so if you're producing way more than your belts can carry, then it's kind of pointless, right? In this case, we've got the tier 4 belts now, so the scale can ramp up.
yeah, exactly. And to do that is with the power shards. Or just expanding this out
Or just
further.
expand it more.
Handing it up. Because overclocking will use more power than expanding out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
guys,
It's exponential.
theoretically changing the overclocking rules at some point.
but it takes too much work to expand.
I know.
Too
It's too much
lazy.
work to expand. That's why they made blueprints for people like you.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Initially, I had that like when I started running into like it's a phase you run into, where you just start overclocking a lot, and then it works for the most part, and then you start running into all these little things. Well, now my belts, and now this, and now that, and eventually you just decide just build more.
I can build out.
Yeah, build up, build out. Like I said, I play modded, so I slap down entire factories in a blueprint.
Yeah, it's life easy.
It's like, what's the biggest size there? Let me quickly check what the sizes of these are.
God, I'm so used to playing the northern forest. My brain's going left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west. You know, it's like, go to that node, go to this node. I'm like, wait a minute, where is this again? Over here?
Oh, sweet. The screws are backing up now.
Yeah, so the so in that mod I was mentioning about the bigger blueprint designer, At tier 8, you unlock the Mark IV ones, which is 4.1 and 4.2. The first one's a 10 by 10 by 8, and the second one's a 12 by 12 by 6.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, I like to put like, I put down like a bunch of refineries because that's the alternate I'm using for the ingots. I need refineries, so I put down like something that does like 20 refineries in one blueprint. Oof. And for quickwire, that's not even enough. Quickwire, it's so much, you produce so much quickwire that you need like so much refineries and whatever, because it produces a lot. That's the one where you need the fast belts, and even then you might need to double them.
Oh, wow, that's crazy, man. Jeez.
But no, I prefer what that's why I went with the modded setup instead of the vanillas, because I prefer to fine tune the factory exactly the way I want it, and with all the, perfect it in there and do that once, and then just place it. Right? I don't want to rebuild it every time by hand, because just doing it once, fixing all the little bugs and mistakes, like, this belt didn't quite connect properly to this splitter and it's backing up, and doing that every single time. So I prefer to, I'll spend the time, I'll do it right in the blueprint designer, and then after that I just use it. And the thing is, though, it's like some people say oh yeah, but that makes it boring. No, because I decide after a while I could do this, a better design, and I go and redesign it in the blueprint again. And I'm going, okay, I want to do it this way now. And so it's a slightly different play style. So it's everyone likes to play differently. Some think, oh, it's cheating. Some people say, no, you're not actually getting something for nothing. You're just saving a bit of time, right? Because I wish I had more time, like some of these other players. Like I've seen some where they make these gorgeous factories by hand, and it's like, I wish I had time to do that. I don't.
So,
man,
guys,
there's been some gorgeous factories built over the years too.
Yeah,
I have to automate 400 screws per minute to feed both these. So this is 200 screw or 100 screws.
200 a minute, yes.
200 per minute, and this one is 193.7 per minute.
Is it underclocked?
No, it's not. It's overclocked.
You're slightly. You're at 149 instead of 150. Just go see where it says clock speed. Go to that one that was at 149.
Okay. Yeah, 1 second.
Because this one's not overclocked, the other one's overclocked. So if you go to the other one, and just click where it says 149% there. Just where the numbers. Click there and type in 150. That way you could get it exact without having to flub with the things. So just type 50.
Okay, there.
And hit it. And now it's going to be once it cycles, it'll update the numbers to be a much nicer number.
I see. So, man, I need to build a screw factory over here then, near this place. That's what you guys are suggesting. I see.
Well, closer would save you on the belts. You could double up belts and stuff like that. Doesn't have to be right next to it, but. What's your belt speed for Mark IVs? Was it 480?
480.
Oh yeah, you could pull in 400 screws easy enough, and if you just double up the belts, you could feed each one separate. So
yep,
there's just a lot of possibilities. So you could build it close. You build it where you have space. Don't crowd things too much, because then it gets a little too annoying. But where you got the room, wherever you got the room, and you want to.
And what do you guys? I mean, the iron recipe.
The iron recipe, yeah, I'd suggest that one at least that one.
Okay, so. Oh man, jeez, dude, I'm just thinking in my head, like, how many episodes is that going to take to record? All just for screws.
The neat thing about the iron one is like was said, just a constructor.
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, for that one, because like if you look at the alternate alternate screw recipe with the iron, look it up in the codex.
Yep.
You'll see it's one input, one output. That's a constructor, not an assembler. Because you don't have to do the rods, and it still stays a constructor.
All this untapped iron over here.
I know.
Yeah, so it's still a constructor, so there's nothing special about
what
this.
we're going to be doing.
So you feed in your ingots into the constructor, and out come the screws. So it's just that's all you need. Just
Yep.
split the ingots that are coming in amongst multiple
God.
constructors, and you
They're
can
all
spit out a lot of these. Yeah.
I'm crying inside because they're all impure nodes.
Oh yeah, that corner doesn't have much pure ones. Let's see if
We got plenty of iron over here. It just kind of sucks.
All right. Well, man, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. Then I don't feel like doing screws, guys.
on the live stream, probably not.
Yeah, but I'll probably. What do you got there? I see
Lots of pure iron nodes towards the oil.
the oil. Okay.
There's 3 by the shore and 1 by the little lake, kind of slightly inland.
Okay.
So there's some pure iron nodes. So you set it up there, pull in a belt or a truck or whatever, and you could do quite a lot with that.
At the same time, you have plenty of iron nodes over here too. That
Yeah,
you
you
could
can-
tap in.
Correct.
You could tap into these and easily
Yeah,
build
yeah.
a screw factory specifically
you
for
can
this.
combine them too. Because you just take 2 normal like you take 4 impure ones, do a combiner on them, and you got effectively a pure one. If depending on how your factories are ratioed out.
Yes. What's the max output for a pure node? I can't remember.
On which
240 on a Mark II.
yeah, 240 on a Mark II. If it's not overclocked.
Okay.
If it's not.
That's one thing I always overclock is my resource extractors, like the miners and the and everything else. I always overclock those because
It's
that's doubled their production or 2.5 times their production for nothing. Using more power, yes, but it's not like with other machines. So like let's say you want to overclock a constructor, that's going to use more power, where you could have just built a second constructor and split it, right? But with nodes, there's a finite amount of nodes, so might as well overclock them and get the maximum that you could get out of the planet, so to speak.
Sweet. All right. Oh, this is a Mark IV belt. Oh, right here. Can upgrade this.
I upgraded them.
Oh, you did. Very nice. Well, not
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, I might have missed a couple here and there, but
You sure
was like-
did.
the problem was that they're not feeding right. It was like, oh, these are not feeding enough over here.
Yeah, that's gonna help out now. Oh yeah, very nice. I know. Let's see what this does.
I mean, you need 200, and it was like, okay, between each of the sheets, basically, right? So you need 400. That's a Mark IV
400.
build.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, because it's 480. Was it for the Mark IV?
Yeah. Now the problem is right now, right? Is the backup getting emptied out? Is the storage being backed up? It's being emptied out. Because right now the belt looks really full and everything. It's cool, and then suddenly you find out, oh, why do I not have any screws? Well, because your production side is only making 300 screws. It's like,
Gotcha. Okay, but I still should probably
so
make
all that
screw
overstock
factory.
is getting emptied out, and then all of a sudden it's
Yep.
like,
So
Yeah.
going back and making sure that everything's balanced out across the entire chain.
I see.
yeah,
All
like
right.
these 4. So in your sugar cube here, you have these 2 containers. One container is basically empty for each of the feeds, and the other ones looks like they're starting to empty out. So the production here is not strong enough
Oh, you're talking about
to
the
feed
screws.
480 per. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. All right. Well, at least that's gonna give me a little buffer to work on a screw factory.
Yeah, so you got 6 constructors here, and it looks like they're they're not overclocked yet, so you could overclock these, but each of them's making 50 screws, so that's 300 screws between 6 constructors, right? Which isn't even a full
Belt.
Mark IV belt, you know.
Yep.
But with
So,
that first, sorry, go ahead.
well, you say overclock, but you also say expand. So which is it?
For resource nodes, because there's a finite number of them,
Yeah.
overclock is generally better.
Okay.
For
As a
machinery,
priority.
priority. Machinery, however, if you don't have the time, yes, you overclock them. But if you have the time and space, build up, build out, build more of them.
Okay.
You use less power, and you could always build more machines. That's not your limit. Your limits are how much stuff you could pull out of the ground is your limit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Instead of running halfway across the map for another iron node, you overclock the one you have right there, because
okay.
you don't have infinite amount of iron nodes, right? So
Yep.
to get, like, especially some stuff like copper, which is much less common than iron, definitely want to overclock those. Get the most ore out of the ground, and then worry about the machinery to process it all. And at first, just to get things moving, yes, you could overclock some stuff to get things moving, but ultimately you want more machinery than that's just running normal than overclock. They'll use less power. Like, eventually you get to the point where power's not a problem with nuclear, but for now, you don't want to blow your fuse eventually because you overclock too many things. So
Sure.
more machinery better. Overclock nodes, pretty much I always do it every time I slap down, unless I don't have machinery yet to process it. But once I do, no brainer, overclock the production. Because if you, like, here, you already have this one, so you're already producing
Yeah, and I'm with Ian on that one. There's a handful of recipes out there where a slight overclock, takes that fractional amount and evens it out.
Yes.
So there are places where you can strategically use the overclocking and underclocking.
Yeah, especially with, like I mentioned, that 3-to-7 ratio recipe. Like,
yeah. Like the water extractor is a good example of that on the power on the coal nodes, or the coal power.
Yeah,
Being
mainly
able
with the space
to slightly overclock the one to even out the water production.
Yeah, that's an exception because of the wonky water pressure and water physics. And stuff.
Yeah, that's confusing.
And by the way, there's a great PDF article out there on water physics, which the hats off to the dude who made it, because it looks like it's an actual manual from the game.
Yeah, I've read it. It's pretty good.
It's for the game. You're saying it's for the game?
Yes. It shows you, like, little water configurations and pipes on how to
and then educate you on,
stuff.
educate you on water on the physics, fluid dynamics. It's like how they work inside the game, and I'm like, kudos to this guy, because I don't think he had inside information on it. I think he was just experimenting, if I recall.
He figured it out pretty good.
I was like,
although I couldn't get one of the splitters to work properly, so I kind of figured out my own way of doing it. But yeah, it depends on how you're feeding it, which height it's coming from, and stuff like that. And you can do a lot of cool tricks. And although what I tend to do is just do get the water high up with pumps, and then just do a branching pattern down. Seems to balance things out, because when you do like that,
essentially old school it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a water tower and let gravity do the rest.
Yes, because what happens when you do a big manifold with lots of taps, and I think you've seen this when you're doing your coal plant with the coal as well, which is not too with. It works. It eventually balances it out really well when you use belts and stuff, where the last one, like, everything has to fill up until the last one starts getting enough stuff, so they slowly come on one after the other. But with water, even if you do that, sometimes you still get the surging where you see your power plant, like your coal plant, just shut down because the water in the pipes is sloshing back and forth and not getting enough. So what I do is I just go start from the top and then just, like, split by 2 by 2 by 2. So if you do a branching pattern down, and it always gets the water. Or you do it like nice splits, like one pump powers one thing that needs it, and then you never have a problem. And you underclock it, and you save on power too. But then you just need more space for the water extractor. So it's always a trade-off in the game.
Yeah, that's a lot of information. A lot of information, guys.
Yeah.
The process.
We don't. It's just you'll remember little things. You won't remember all of it, but you'll remember. Oh yeah, I could kind of do this. I remember someone saying that.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here, guys.
All right.
But I appreciate you guys stopping by.
That was fun. Once I got my microphone working.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Easier than
Right.
typing, and you missing half the stuff because of that. You can't keep an eye on that all the time.
Yeah, and you could easily split like these sources and get a second manufacturer to make these modular frames. So you're going to want to do it anyway, because 2 a minute really sucks.
Yeah, it does. So, yeah, good point. But Anya, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
appreciate
fun. We'll have to do a race again sometime. I'll have to mark exactly where the hub is.
Yeah, maybe not. You should know it by now. You're a pretty technical person. You should know where everything
like,
is.
all the other, there's so many icons up there that I couldn't see which one was the hub, and I was like, dang it.
Have you guys played Stellaris?
Yes,
Not yet.
I'm playing Stellaris tomorrow.
it's Civilization on steroids.
Oh, cool. I have to
I'm
take a look then.
Yes, I'm playing Stellaris tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And this is the first time playing it, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm assuming you played Civ. Practically everybody's played Civ. So
No, I've never
but-
played Civ.
what? That's sacrilegious.
I know, man. I know. No, I know about it, but I had a friend, a best friend that played it, and I was like, why does he play this game? I don't see that. But maybe that's another game I have to play.
Yeah, Civ will. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So Stellaris, just so you know, is a Paradox game.
Yes.
And Paradox is infamous in a good way for their strategy games. They tend to be long and in depth. and so it's both frustrating and fun at the same time.
Nice.
Do they have any kind of tutorial system built into the game?
It's a good question. It's been a while.
Guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he's sort of at the beginning, but there's a lot to sort of manage in it.
Okay.
The Paradox games, a lot of people play them at like 3 times speed.
Holy
You know,
crap.
because of the time frames that takes to make some of the things
Okay.
and stuff. So they'll play with those faster speeds. The problem is, at the faster speeds, the notifications come up, right?
Sure.
And so you can get blasted by a bunch of them in one shot, and you're like, hold on a second, so you can actually deal with the issues
Wait,
that are popping up.
So there's slower speeds for new players like me, right?
Yeah. So you'll be fine at your new speed, and then eventually you'll be like, okay, I want it to be just a little faster. So you'll go up to the 2x. It's like, why am I waiting this long to have a ship built? Come on, it's like.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah, I'm
there's a
pretty
lot to
excited
do in
about
that
it.
game,
Sweet.
and I've only scratched the surface of that game, to be honest. There's
Okay.
There's ways to min-max that. I don't know if you've ever seen like Crusader Kings or any of their other styles of games.
Nope.
City
nope.
Skylines, by the way, if you've never played that, is what SimCity should have been.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I
And
played
that's an
all of
evolving
the
game.
older SimCity games for sure.
Yeah, City Skylines is awesome, and City Skylines 2 is coming out
Yeah, it's coming
shortly.
out. Can't wait for
Okay.
that.
Yeah, a lot of us are waiting for that one. It's like,
Oh,
you
I
just
see.
bring it.
Well, I started with SimCity 1, so
Yeah, so
when we got to that,
That's an RTI indicator.
Yeah, my
But,
first SimCity was off the Nintendo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that'll be another fun. City Skylines 2 will be fun.
Yeah,
one's good as well, but you may as well, like, if you're gonna hop into it, you may as well play
Yeah.
Skylines 2.
start with 2.
Start with 2.
Some of the videos I've seen, it looks very impressive.
Yeah, the graphics have got uploaded. Some of the stuff they've learned from the first one, they're incorporating into the second one. Some quality of life stuff, essentially.
It was interesting when they first proposed developing City Skylines 1.
Oh yeah.
Their publisher basically says, not right now. SimCity 5 was it is coming out. And,
Yeah.
And you don't want to compete with them. And then SimCity bombed, and their publisher says, "Go for it."
Which was it's SimCity bombed, but it bombed for the basically not the reasons they thought it really did.
Yeah.
It's the problem is that they were pushing technology in a direction, and I think they were just ambitious in the technology. But what they were trying to do was really cool. The thing we have not seen yet is a multiplayer city builder.
Yes.
That would be cool.
That's the game we're missing right now.
Yes. Yes, it would be awesome to have a multiplayer thing where you could just get someone else to worry about, something else while you're doing that. That would be so.
Or
awesome.
building two cities that actually have to compete for business and
That
resources,
sounds cool.
or
Yeah.
have trades between them. Like
Yes.
because
not even
that's
compete, just even complement each other. Like
because that's what SimCity 5 was trying to do.
Yes, but they sacrificed too much into doing it.
Yeah, well, what they try to do is put all the AI stuff on the cloud, right?
Hey.
That's essentially what they were doing.
Yeah, that was actually not even a thing.
Like each individual sim was supposed to be essentially an AI thing in the cloud.
Yeah,
That the cloud
yeah.
was computing those things, and the internet at the homes at the time wasn't good enough for that sort of infrastructure.
If that was actually something they were trying to do, they too early for that.
Necro, thank you, Necro, for stopping by. No problem.
Yeah,
But yeah, guys,
no, it did some good work. Sped up
Yeah.
some belts, got jetpacks, got a sort of automated seed. So now when you're off building the power plant, this thing's going to be over here going, oh, look, I'm making more heavy modular frames.
Yeah.
There you go.
Todd, you're not wrong, Todd. You're not wrong. But this is all experimental here, inviting people on. But there is a mute button for sure. But we're just testing. We'll just have people join the live stream, and we'll figure things out as we go. But yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by in today's episode number 53. And wow, I think in the next episode we will build a screw factory and up the production of, what are these again? What are we doing? Computers?
Computers and heavy modular frames.
Yeah, computers and heavy modular frames. Yeah, we'll be upping the production of this, and so that means more screws, more circuit boards. Yeah, there's just a lot of work to do. Trains. So yeah, hopefully we'll get into trains sooner than later. But we definitely have to work towards getting 100 heavy modular frames so that we can get into the train technology. And then it should be fun. But so tomorrow, guys, as a reminder, I will be live streaming Stellaris for the first time. I've never played this game before, or this genre, so it should be pretty fun. We'll see how it goes. But with that said, guys, thank you so much for joining me in episode number 53. If you do want to join a live stream, join the Discord in the description, and then just make a post showing your interest. But you guys have a wonderful weekend there, and take care. Bye.